Welcome back. On today's episode, we are going to be installing new brakes and rotors on a 2011 F-150. Now, where it should just do the regular brakes, we're throwing a little bit of a shutter on there, so we're replacing them. We have the rotors as well. We are doing a Stop Tech axle system. It's going to include the rotors and the pads from Stop Tech Centric. And these here, I'm doing all four. Got the part number here, 925.65043. That's going to be for basically any of the 12th gen trucks, 2009, 2014 F-150s. The ones I got here are actually the drilled and slotted. Should be a little bit better performance stopping. So yeah, 6 bolt holes. First off, we already going to have the truck jacked up, one wheel taken off. Make sure you're going to have either a good impact or a good breaker bar. Sometimes those wheels can be stuck. Also, if you got the 20s like I do, they tend to be pretty heavy. So we're going to get started and update you along the way. So now we're down here. I like to go and place the tire underneath. Not only does it give you a little bit of protection in case it drops, it does go in place, give you a nice place to set your caliper. The same thing on the Vibe video for the brake replacement. Next, you're going to take your number 13 ratchet and get on these bolts right here. There's one on top and one on bottom. So you're going to get those broken. You can just go and get them out. That's going to go and release your caliper. After that, you'll go and wiggle your caliper free. It may need to go and have a screwdriver to go and break it loose. Just need a nice little pry. Has it fall away. And then you can set it right there in your tire. Doesn't have any stress on the hose really. And now we'll go and pop off the pads. Don't have to worry about this guy. You see they are worn down a little bit there. You're going to keep this guy. You're going to place it back in the caliper. Then you are going to need a caliper compression tool, which is right here. Now before we go ahead and get started with this guy and compressing the caliper, we're going to go up top, right over to the master cylinder. I always watch where I'm going instead of filming, but stripped over the jack handle. Place that master cylinder up. And now we're going to be ready to get that caliper compressed. I'll just put this guy down. It's pressed in here. And then just a real simple twist, 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 until the pistons are nice and compressed. One thing to keep in mind is that these are dual caliper pistons. They are dual piston calipers, so you are going to need to go and press one a little bit, switch over to the side, compress that, and kind of go back and forth in order to go and get them properly compressed. Next thing we're going to do is get the caliper mounting bracket bolt off. There's two of them. One is right here, the other right above it. It's going to be a 13/16 or 21 millimeter. Be the same size as you took off the lug nuts with. You guys are on there pretty hard, and there's not a lot of room for a breaker bar. So either have a good impact or you're going to have yourself a lot of leverage. Good thing is you have this much wheel well to get in, and because of that, You can pretty much go and bend over in it. Just make sure you have good jack stand set up. Go and get your arm in there and pull up. You do already get these loosened, so you should come right off pretty easily. You can see it's already moving there. Got a little helper. Dog decided to go and come and join me out here. Just love the nice weather. Say hi, Dar. Hi. Now we'll get these off. We won't have any caliper mounting brackets on there anymore. Also found a nice little spot to go and hang this. Keeps out of the way, keeps tension off of it. Better than keeping on the tire. Just makes it a little bit tight when you're going for the top caliper mounting bolt. So you have to move that out of the way while you're getting broken off. Not too big of a deal. Alright, so we have those the caliper mounting bracket off. Now we got to pull the rotor. Now a lot of people get a hammer and do whatever else, or try to get some kind of special pulling tool. That's not really necessary. I'll show you a real quick and easy way to do it. And find a bolt that fits in here and threads nicely. I just went into my nice little bucket of bolts and all kinds of spares I have from random projects. Make sure it threads in there fine. Get your ratchet set on tighten. And next thing, start tightening up. Right there, that's all it took. Easy as that. Now we have your hub. Clean that up a little bit, and then we're going to go place our new shiny rotor on, get our new pads on. I might even go and throw a quick coat of paint on the caliper bracket, just make it look pretty. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to getting the rotor off, getting the caliper off, and getting everything all set up to replace these. This is for the front. I'm going to get these on here and show you the process for mounting them, but it's basically the exact thing in reverse, as long as we don't need the caliper removal tool. After this, I'll go and post one for the back. I'll probably be posting that on another video, just so it's easy to see. You might do a combined one, just to make it easy if you're looking for everything at once. This is the passenger side, should be the same for the driver's side. And once again, remember to like, share, and subscribe. That's helped you out. And I'll be right back with the new ones put on. So here is the new brake rotor put on. Definitely looks a lot nicer. Going to perform nicer as well. Get rid of heat better. Get rid of some brake fade. Great, especially for towing. We're going to put it on the bracket again, same way as we had it, and just reverse for install. And then we're going to go and get the caliper on and get it loaded with the new brakes and new hardware. So we have the new hardware in. Just snapped right in. Brake pads came with it. Got the Seal Glide brake lube on all the backside surfaces and along the edges where the brake pad's going to be moving and traveling. Make sure it rides nice and smooth. So now all I have to do is get the caliper on, and that's going to be nice and smooth since we already made sure we compress the brake pads and the brake calipers. You can see there. Both pistons are in. We'll just get this guy on. Line up the holes. It's not too hard. I'm doing it one-handed because I'm filming otherwise. I'm gonna do it one-handed. You should be able to do it too. Get both those in. And now we just need to get the caliper bolts put on. There's our number 13. Our ratchet. muscle man on it, but a nice torque. Things on the bottom. Double check. Now, it successfully changed out a brake caliper pads, and then got some nice paint on them. Got a new rotor put in, and we're all set. What I gotta do is throw the wheel back on and move on to the next side. Be the exact same on the driver's side as it was here. After this, we'll go and do the passenger side. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this video helped. Until next time. So I did get a coat of some black high temp paint on the caliper bracket and on the caliper. One thing I also like to do is go and re-lube the caliper pins. So I'll go and just get a paper towel, wipe them off after carefully removing the boot. You can get new boots if you like. Normally they're good for at least 1 or 2 reuses of taking them off. Next, get some Steel Glide brake lubricant. It's going to be a nice little coat around there. Should be pretty even. You're going to get your boot, press it back down, pops on, and then get your boot, pops on. And now we're ready to reinstall the caliper mounting bracket and then the caliper. So here is the new brake rotor put on. Definitely looks a lot nicer. Going to perform nicer as well. Get rid of heat better. Get rid of some brake fade. Great, especially for towing. We're going to put it on the bracket again, same way as we had it, and just reverse for install. And then we're going to go and get the caliper on and get it loaded with the new brakes and new hardware. So we have the new hardware in. Just snapped right in. Brake pads came with it. Got the Steel Glide brake lube on all the backside surfaces and along the edges where the brake pad's going to be moving and traveling. Make sure it rides nice and smooth. So now all I have to do is get the caliper on, and that's going to be nice and smooth since we already made sure we compress the brake pads and the brake calipers. You see there, both pistons are in. I'll just get this guy on, line up the holes. This is not too hard. I'm doing it one-handed because I'm filming otherwise. And do it one-handed, you should be able to do it too. Both those in. And now we just need to get the caliper bolts put on. There's our number 13. Our ratchet. Don't want to be muscle man on it, but a nice torque. Things on the bottom. Double check. Now, it successfully changed out a brake caliper pads, and then got some nice paint on them. Got a new rotor put in, and we're all set. What I gotta do is throw the wheel back on and move on to the next side. Be the exact same on the driver's side as it was here. After this, we'll go and do the passenger side. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I hope this video helped. Until next time.